And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. All right, let's see what the Atlanta Hawks have coming up. On Friday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Orlando Magic. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Dick, and it's Poeltl in at the center position. And for the Hawks, they've got Kobe Bryant, and it's Walton in at the center position, locking down the middle. Primarily seen as a scorer, Emmanuel Quickley's defense is often overlooked, Doris.
It is, B.A., and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long, rangy athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Finish. That is nicely done.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. First quarter of play, a minute in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. We chatted about Scottie Barnes. In terms of the game plan, coach told me they plan to give Scottie extra attention, saying, quote, we'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Absolutely no hesitation from Quickley on the range shot right there. What confidence.
Fires the 3. Shot's good by Iverson.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
Inside. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Here's Walton. Popping in on the layup.
Oh, are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. On the wing quickly with the drive. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, these coaches have told Emmanuel Quickley to be aggressive. Good things happen when he attacks.
Here's Walton, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The 3 from Barnes. The rebound by Atlanta. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
They won the season series last year, and on paper, it looks like they should do it again.
Man, after all the injuries, setbacks, you see the elevation Paul George has. That is impressive.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Guys, Trae Young's contract.
Oh, wow.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The Hawks in second.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
And again, Toronto, no good. Here's Atlanta now. They're on an 18-7 run. This one for 3. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 8.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
The 3 from Quickley. Outside for Ingram. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Pass to Jordan. For 3, George. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Quickly against Jordan. Now Barnes. Misses the three. Here's Bird. Give him 8. Pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Takes a 3. The shot by Ingram, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bird, that's good.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Raptors trail by 18. Outside Ingram. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the lay-in. Ingram's gotten his second bucket.
Good timing on the shot from Ingram. Understanding the situation and beating the defense just in time.
Look out below!
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Here's Dick. It's deflected. They recover it. And so it's Atlanta feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. We'll be back in a moment.
Some people get caught red-handed.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Greg.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on...
Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that? Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Raptors trail by 20. For 3, Barrett. He can't get it to go. Atlanta's got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you guys.
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. Drills it from deep. Jordan's got his second bucket on the night.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Both teams deciding to change it up. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Outside Ingram. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Tipped. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Barnes goes in. Now Grady Dick. To end the run, kicks it out to Barrett. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
Here's Iverson. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Toronto passing it around. Launches it. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got 4 rebounds now. And he's going for the oop here. Back to Jordan. Down low. Pass to Bryant. Shot clock at 5. And then Bryant with the dunk.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Atlanta's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Here's Iverson. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long K. Iverson's got 10.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
To halt the run. And that one is hammered home.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. And he lobs it up to the rim.
What?
1:05 left to play in the first half. The rebound by the Hawks. Ewing's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Oh, they get a hand on it. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Dick. No made baskets yet. Pass to Ingram. Fires the 3. That one no good.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
And there's a 3-second violation.
Raptors ball.
The Raptors shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Quickly finds Barnes. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Hurdle with a screen on George. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
How about Scotty Barnes showing off his IQ and pick and roll?
Oh, wow!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Buries it from 3.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Bird. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Athletics.
They're clicking offensively, making the right decisions, and, of course, making shots.
And they say it's a make-or-miss league, and that's mostly true.
Moving on, in our game, here are the top performers so far.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are getting their money's worth right now.
That said, I feel like the guy who can incorporate his teammates in the second half, he's got the best chance to walk away with the W.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Oh, it's stolen. So for Toronto right now, Barnes is the 4 with Hurdle in the middle. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pass to Bird. Fires for 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
And he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Outside Dick. Quickly outside. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. Quickly's got 8.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some...
Oh, throw it
Look
down!
out!
Can you say elevation?
You know, Paul George with the absolute tight handle, able to navigate through traffic. That's ridiculous.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Now here's Quickly. The D's right on him. Now here's Barnes. He has 7. 6 on the shot clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. Hurdle finds Barnes. And a miss there on the triple.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
George outside to the left wing. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Barnes, no good.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Brian, back over to you.
A tone setter at that end. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Takes a step back. Pass to Dick to get back on track. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Dick's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here he goes. Shot's good by Iverson.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Oh, George with a steal. Here's Iverson, guarded by Quickly, and he lobs it up.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
Allen Iverson.
The Raptors have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Here's Quickly. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better
Damn,
looks.
stunk it, Bird.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The Raptors shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. And again, Toronto, no good.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
The shot by Ingram, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. We've got Dwight Howard, and it's Ewing in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Howard.
Number 7, Kevin Durant.
Here's Mobo, guarded by Durant. The 3, Barrett. The rebound by Atlanta. Ewing's got rebound number 8 now. It's Durant.
Oh! Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Here's Shed. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Pass to Ewing. Here's Rodriguez. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Hawks?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Atlanta. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. Pass to Shed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Ingram. Can they get it? DeRozan with the rebound. Now here's Jordan. Back to DeRozan. Poeltl with the block.
Oh, Poeltl, he is not having it at the rim on the defensive end. That is beautifully done.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Shed. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that 3, but he still couldn't make it.
Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Wow, and that vertical is unbelievable. DeRozan pulls off the jam. Those poor defenders.
Here's Shed. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Jordan against Barrett. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Wing shot on the way. And again, no good by Toronto. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. On the attack. Oh, hey, how about that?
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Toronto's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And there's the drive. Good chance here for Barrett. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. The Hawks have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. From deep, Jordan on target from range.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Boy, taking what's there, very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hawks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paul George.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Michael Jordan.
Here's Ingram. Sweet little floater.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Pirtle, the pass to Barrett. Back to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
And here's Ingram. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth. And it's Howard finishing it off.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Paul George.
To the judge, and I'm sure you soon agree that I got no flaws, cause I'm down by law when it comes to rocking viciously. You see, cause when I was a little baby boy, my mama gave me a brand new toy. 2 turntables with a mic, and I learned to rock like a Dolomite. Time went by on this God creation. I knew someday I would rock the nation, so I made up my mind just what to do. And I joined with the Jim on production crew. So go crazy, don't let your body be lazy. I said don't stop the body rock till your eyesight starts to get hazy. Clean out your ears and you open your eye. If you want to hear the music, just come alive. If you don't know how, get ready to learn, cause Cosmo's taking his turn.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. And it's almost... Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And so with Howard sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Walton is out there with Paul George. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Wilkins. And it's Bird in at the small forward. And here's Doncic from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there or he'll just continue to torture them.
That one falls.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here's Doncic, and here's Bird from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
It's off his leg, and the ref's saying he kicked it. Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
Here are the Magic now, following the bucket by the Hawks.
Well, you got to keep George away from the basket, or you can expect to get dunked on.
And Bird gets it to go on the assist by George. Bird's got 5 now.
Well, look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and Coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. From deep, George, and the 3-ball is good. George has got his second basket of the night.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Here's Walton. Doncic kicks to Wilkins. And Wilkins with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Doncic with the steal, and Doncic with a clear path to the hoop, and Walton throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Morant after the basket by Atlanta. Pushing it up. And Walton throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Orlando with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Atlanta also making some changes here. Ewing comes in for Walton, and it's Jordan in for Doncic. We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. Fires from deep. And it's Collier missing. And Ewing has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. A 12-point game. And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Collier. 8 points his last outing. For 3. Wilkins gets the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Herder against Wilkins. Hendricks. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
From deep, Jordan. Great play by Bird to set it up.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Herder. Pass to Hendricks. It's good from long range. Hendricks has got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Atlanta Hawks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hawks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Ewing, Rodriguez out there with Jordan. Then it's Walton, and it's Carter in at the small forward position. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility, so bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you, Kevin.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Over to the left wing. Here's Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Magic. George is checked in for Atlanta. Doncic comes in for Rodriguez. And George gets it to go.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Miami. The 3 for Doncic. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Doncic has got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Kessler, top of the key. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And here's Herder outside. Hangs home the trifecta.
Well, this is what Herder is out there to do. Stretch that defense.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
For the Magic, Filipowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Bailey comes in for Kevin Herder. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Yep, that one goes. 6 points for him.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing. Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense. Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's George. Carter pulls it in. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Then for the Hawks, Bird, he's checked in for Carter. And it's Wilkins in for Jordan. Free throw good, Paul George. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Bird.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And here's Doncic from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George. Doncic has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Morant, that's for 2. And so it's Atlanta with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back.